In your Health Matters this morning, it's a bittersweet topic, but one that could alleviate some of the stress that a person faces during a traumatic health situation.
It's called advanced care planning, and with a new year underway, staff at Munson Medical Center say it's a good time to sit down with your loved ones and plan it out. I worked with photojournalist Bob Rhodes to introduce you to one woman who literally practiced what she preaches.
We had talked earlier about the fact that you have to sign.
Rose Hollander is a paralegal in Traverse City. She's worked with clients over the years on estate planning and legal documents when it comes to end-of-life situations. She's especially certified when it comes to advanced medical directives or documents that speak for someone if they're unable to speak for themselves as the result of a medical emergency.
If you are unable to speak for yourself, I can certainly, as a spouse, be called upon to assist the doctors in helping figure out what you might have wished. But I can't make an end-of-life decision for you, even if I'm your spouse, unless there's a document in place, a legal document in place.
Having worked with clients for years on this exact issue, Rose herself experienced a personal complication about 5 years ago that had her turning to an advanced medical directive for her late husband, Stuart, who was an attorney in Suttons Bay.
Stuart was 54 and in good health, and we were on a typical summer evening boat ride when he was putting our boat back on a trailer and had a heart attack.
To lose her husband to a sudden heart attack was never something Rose expected, but she did plan ahead with Stuart years before, should one of them be faced with this situation.
Having had knowledge of exactly what his wishes were, I didn't have to really think about it. And I remember counseling clients about that. And it is interesting to be in those shoes yourself. And I think, I think that those of us who've lost a loved one, the grieving process is hard enough without having to second guess some of those types of decisions that you may have been faced with.
I think one of the resolutions that we really can accomplish this year is to say, you know what, it's the beginning of winter, I'm going to get the conversation going in my family.
Jane Dinnan, the coordinator of advanced care planning with Munson Medical Center, says with the start of a new year, it's usually a good time to at least talk with your loved ones about the possibility of an unexpected health situation that could take away your ability to think for yourself.
It starts to prepare us for one, for the fact that we're all mortal. And then secondly, if we're going to remove the stress from it, we need to talk about it and talk about it more often. You can either go to your attorney, who will help in preparing an advance directive, or if you don't want to go to the expense of going to an attorney, you can go to any Munson enterprise and go to the registration desk and ask for a copy of the 5 wishes.
The 5 wishes is just another option, like an advanced medical directive that you fill out to express your wants. And for Rose Hollander, it was her late husband Stuart's wants that were followed through.
He had a great wit. And he'd often, actually when we would open an estate planning meeting with clients, we would, the client would say, well, if I die, I want these things to happen. And we'd put our hands up, Stuart would put his hand up and say, it's not an if, it's a when, just remember that. So in a like manner, when we have to deal with heavy duty things, we remind ourselves, that nothing can't be changed. You can always change your mind. So you do the best with the circumstances that are presented to you right now. Sort of a security, sort of like insurance, and that I think allows people to deal with it.
Now, if you would like more information about advanced care planning, including the 5 wishes through Munson or advanced medical directives, you can check out our website, upnorthlive.com.